What is up, guys? It is Sam the Raid Man. Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing another clan boss video. You guys might see him in a different location. The wife and I are moving to a new house in Birmingham from Atlanta, but for now we're at the in-laws. So for the next week or so, this is where my videos will be staged. Eventually we'll get into the new place, get my green screen set up, and that'll be like the permanent home of Sam the Raid Man. So anyways, the last time we did this video, we did it with Helicath. So we had a Helicath team and we spun the wheels for 4 different random champions. We're doing the same thing today, but with Brogni. And Brogni is amazing. He can be in the Infinity Shield team, whether that's with Wixwell or by himself. But he's great because he places a big shield and block debuffs on a 3-turn cooldown. And then he can also grow the value of that shield as well. So in the simplest form of this team would be a 1-to-1 team. For every time the clan boss goes, all 5 of us would go. And the shield would go on, the block debuffs would go on right before the clan boss's second AoE. So the first AoE hits. Second AoE, when it hits, will have block debuffs and shield, protect us from that and the debuff, whether that's decreased speed, decreased accuracy, or decreased attack, and then also protect us from the stun as well. Hypothetically, we could build a Infinity team, or we could build a 2-for-1 speed team if we get the champions for it. But we don't know what champions we're going to get. So right now, the assumption is just a simple base 1-to-1 team with Brogni. Real quick, guys, get your free legendary Elenaro by clicking the link in the description of this video right now. You also get 3 amazing epics in Fane, Ugo, and Tagore as you level up throughout the game. I have 4 simple steps for you today. Step 1, log out of Player and Play on your PC and uninstall it. Step 2, click on the link in the description of this video and register with a brand new email address. Step 3, launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox and claim your free legendary Elenaro. Do not miss out on this chance to get a free legendary Elenaro as well as 3 epics. So make sure to click on this link before it expires. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. We keep getting a lot of rares and epics, and the first video we had like 2 or 3 mythicals. So let's get back to that. Let's get more legendaries and mythicals and less rares. Get past that rare. Get past that rare. Oh my goodness, we're starting with another rare. I think we had 3 rares in the last video. There's no good rares for clan boss, right? Like there are some okay rares for clan boss. I would love to see demon spawn here. That's really it. Anything past that is not great. Dark Elves is fine, don't be Night Res. Dark Elves is not great, but it's better. I at least have rares in that faction, but that's still not amazing. Okay, so Dark Elves, it's Cold Heart, it's KO, it's Painkeeper. I think it's gotta be Painkeeper, and we're just gonna mess around and see if it's possible to build an Infinity Shield team. So this might be like a colossal disaster, but I think it's worth trying. So I'm gonna go ahead and write these names down on my other screen. So Painkeeper, the reason I'm talking about her, 4-turn cooldown, decrease the cooldowns of all ally skills by 1 turn. So if we can get buff extenders on the team, this will decrease their cooldowns. For Brogni, it'll just decrease the cooldowns of his shield growth and shield placing abilities. Okay, let's go ahead and spin the wheel again. Not with the start we wanted, so let's get something that's not a rare. Feels like this is heavily weighted towards rares. Okay, we're out of the rares. Mythical, I mean, there's so many good ones. I only have 7, so we're going to spin the wheel factions until we get a faction that I have. If I could choose, I either want Barbarians or Shadowkin, because Shadowkin or Dwarves, because he's got a skill cooldown, which is interesting. But Mikage could be a buff extender, Alas could be block damage. So either of those would be pretty cool. Let's spin the wheel factions. Let's see what we're going to get. So again, we only have the 7 factions available. Oh, well, it is Demon Spawn. I do have a Demon Spawn. It's just not one that's helpful to our team specifically. Our Demon Spawn, of course, is Karnage, the Anarch. So Karnage is good damage. He's actually in that first video that we did. And he did like a solid amount of damage. I don't think his alternate form would help us in this. AoE block revive, ignore shield, AoE. All right, so Karnage is on the team. I'm starting to think this Painkeeper pick might be a mistake because it's just gonna throw off our speed tune. But we got 2 more champions. It's still, the dream is still alive, right? We get a Mikage, we get a demytha, we're rolling. We get a Krisk. Stop, stop, no more rares. Epic is great. Let's see an epic dwarf here, right? Come on, epic buff extender. Let's see Sacred Order. We got godseeker aniri. Dwarf, come on, come on. That's a dwarf. All right, let me think. It's gotta be, I mean, it could be Geo, but it's gotta be demytha. I honestly think there's a super small chance we can make it work with just Brogni and demytha and Painkeeper, because Painkeeper is gonna lower Brogni and demytha's cooldowns. We could put demytha in Merciless, Reflex. We're gonna try it. Again, could be colossal failure, but it's tempting enough. We actually got the champion that I wanted that we're gonna try it. Okay, Last one here, obviously we get like a Wixwell, we get a Krisk, we get another buff extended, we're rolling. If not, I would like a decreased attack champion. I would love another cooldown reducing champion. What I don't want is another rare. I guess unless it's another Painkeeper, but no more rares. Another epic is fine. Not great, I'd rather legendary, but another epic is fine. We just need a good one from a good faction to keep the dream alive. Okay, this is it. This is our final champion. Sacred Order works. Stop. Sacred Order works. We can get Godseeker and Aniri, and we're cooking. That being, cooking could be a 20 million team. I don't know. Because just thinking about this, I don't have decreased attack, which hurts. So we got Brogni. We have Karnage, who just does damage. It doesn't really do much that's going to help us. And we have demytha, who does help, and we can try and utilize her block damage some, but that's just not what she's built for. Then we have Godseeker and Aniri, and then we have Painkeeper. So we have 2 3-star ones. I don't know which one's built. Probably the one. Okay, so obviously we need to build the champions. I'm just thinking out loud. We'll have to manually kind of watch. Someone needs to be in a shield set. There's a chance it's Karnage, honestly, because demytha and Godseeker really need to be in Reflex Merciless to get more skill cooldowns. And then same thing with Painkeeper, just to like lower the skill cooldown. Maybe we can do 4-piece Merciless and 4-piece Shield on her, because Karnage really is going to be our damage. Let's see what affinity we're facing, because if Brogni's bad affinity, that would hurt. So Karnage is bad affinity. That really sucks. The Mythical is definitely the worst pull, despite having a rare on the team. Okay, a lot of rambling. I'm going to go ahead and build the team. We'll be right back. Okay, we've got the team built. This was a doozy. First up, we have Brogni. He is in 6-piece Merciless to ignore defense because we have no decreased defense, no weaken, so damage is going to be hard to come by. He needs to do damage to increase the shield. That's how it grows. So his build is the toughest. He also has like super low defense or attack, so it's hard to get his attack high. So 61k HP, that determines the base size of the shield. 5200 attack. It's going to help, you know, how hard he hits to grow it. 224 speed, he is the fastest. 241 crit damage, full crit rate, 256 on the accuracy, only 4% ignore defense, plus the 35% now. And he's got Giant Slayer. Next up, we have Karnage, built for damage and a little bit of stats. 7,000 attack, 221 speed, 260 on the crit damage. I do want to switch his forms, but I want to make sure it's not going to kill his buffs. We're going to monitor that. Demytha, Reflex Merciless, a little bit of damage, but I couldn't quite get her stats up. So 5,900 defense, 3,300 attack, 201 crit damage. Aniri, need to make sure she stays alive, 5,800 defense, 192 on the crit damage. She's also Reflex Merciless. And then Painkeeper, Shield, Set, and Merciless to try and get back to that, but her stats are bad. The Artifact Optimizer had a hard time. 2,500 defense, she's going to die pretty quickly, I think. For the quickest, 3,100 attack, 72 crit rate, 280 on the crit damage. 57k on the HP. So I'm nervous. Like, the idea of this team works. It's just, you know, how long will it work? In terms of the AI, we've set Brogni to do the block debuffs first, shield first, nothing else, and then just the growth. That way when he reduces cooldowns, this is what it reduces. Karnage, we're gonna flip. We're gonna see if this is an issue. We might have to restart. Demytha, we're not gonna do the block damage. We might do some manual intervention later on, but ideally just lower the skill cooldown and do this as often as possible. Same thing with Aniri. And then Painkeeper, we're not going to do this because, again, I want her cooldowns to come to the reduced skill cooldowns. She does get increased Terminator A1, so I put her a little bit slower. I'm hoping she won't lap anybody. But let's go ahead and walk through this setup and make sure everything is working correctly. So Brogni, the one time he does this ability, everyone now has 2 shields. 1 shield, 2 shield, 1 shield, 2 shield. 1 from Brogni, 1 from Painkeeper's set. So Karnage, he's going to be the first person we're going to kind of monitor and make sure that he doesn't go down. Hopefully we are good. And then reduce skill cooldowns. He's still got 2, still got 2, still got 2. Everyone still has 2. And then there goes the growth. There's a reset. So there's a increased turn duration. Ooh, we got another reset. That is super lucky. And then just A1s from Painkeeper. There's her extra turn meter. No debuffs, obviously. We're just monitoring all the shields after each hit. We're going to A1, get some HP burn, but also just try and give us a chance to lower that skill cooldown of the correct ability for us. Lower a skill cooldown, not a full reset, but we got it lowered. Another A1. Didn't get the reset we wanted from Brogni. He tries to take the stun, but we're still surviving. Another reduced cooldown. Extending. Lower skill cooldowns. It's probably not the best time, but we're doing it as we can. Okay, so the team setup is good. We have 2 shields on everybody. It's just how long can we go, right? The shield will grow to a certain point, but we have no decreased attack. We have no increased defense on the team. We have no increased speed to make us go faster. And we don't have decreased defense and weaken. So there's a lot of things that are lacking. Like even just replacing Karnage with Lydia would make the biggest difference in the world, right? Increased speed makes us go faster, which means more, turns for Brogni to grow the shield, more turns for us to increase the duration of our buffs. But also she would place strengthen on us to make us make our shields take 25% less damage, just straight up, which the bigger the shields, the longer you survive. So we'll see. I'm curious to see how much damage Brogni does. He'll probably be the most, and then Karnage. Karnage being bad affinity sucks. I don't think his damage without decreased defense or weaken is going to do that much anyways. So anyways, I'm curious to see how this works. I'm excited, but I will catch you when people start dying. Well, it was not long. Karnage lost his shields, and Brogni lost one of his shields. Some of it is duration, some of it is getting hit through. So what we're going to try and do is place the shields again with Brogni, see if this is redeemable. Place block damage real quick. So our shields aren't taking any damage at the moment. Let's pause for a second. So 2 shields, 1 shield on Karnage, 2 shields, 2 shields. So hypothetically, we can get kind of back on track on some of them if we can get some good resets and growth without the damage being too high. But besides that, we'll go ahead and get the calculator or the sheet pulled up on the other screen to look at like total damage. We've already beat one of the teams, but this just isn't good enough. Really, it's Karnage. He's just not helping us. He's dead. Bro's dead, not doing anything. Obviously, he's going to get brought back, but I don't even know if it's worth one of Godseeker's turns to bring him back. Like, honestly, because of how little damage he's done, we probably could have put him like in a Guardian set, and that would have done better just to take away some of the damage from everyone else. Or we could put him in a Toxic set. Like, he's just not committing any help to the team. It is funny because Godseeker's going to keep bringing him back, which is fine, but it would help more if he takes stuns, right? Because then no one else is taking those stuns. The cooldowns and like the buff durations are close, right? I think we have a good setup here with Painkeeper and then 2 buff extenders. It's just Brogni, and Brogni's not growing the shield enough, like very, very quickly. The clan boss is going to start hitting through the shield more and more because the shield just not getting bigger fast enough. You can see Painkeeper just got knocked down to 1 shield, which sucks. I also feel like Aniri's probably wasting a lot of her shields on, or her abilities on reviving, when she should be trying to reset them and lower the skill cooldowns for the buff extension. But that's okay. Painkeeper's going to go next because she's got that super low defense. And she will also become the target of the stun, assuming Karnage is not, there he goes, Karnage is not alive. But it's kind of surviving. We've actually passed 2 of the teams, if I'm looking at the total high scores. So it could be worse. Like the idea is there, right? It's just not the most ideal or optimized champions, which is fair. This is a challenge in which we're grabbing random champions from wheels. So I don't expect it to be optimized. But there goes Brogni. That's the engine of the team. But we're done. He's going to do the most damage in this team by far. I think he's going to do about 12 million, and the rest of them combined will do about 10. Demytha should do a bit. She's +4, and she's got War Master. Aniri will do next to none. Painkeeper might have War Master. I'm not sure. And I don't expect much from Karnage. We have the 2 of them keeping their shields up so well. Those are definitely the 2 champions that are built the best. Karnage is, we're not letting him go down. Just keep bringing it back. Keep bringing it back. All right, there goes Aniri bringing Karnage back for something. Yeah, she's an awesome champion. She's going to revive herself again. There we go. All right, we're finally done. 23.14 million. Our biggest damage was Brogni, like I said. All right, so this is the Wheel of Madness, kind of the totals. So 23 million with Brogni doing 13 million. So 13 million is about as much as Nice did, more than Karnage did in that video. Obviously, last week we introduced the feature champion for the first time. So we have Hellcat, we have Brogni. Let me know if there's anyone else you want to do. It's hard because so many of those champions just aren't individual teams, right? Like I can't do a Man-Eater. I can't do a Demytha because I could hypothetically, I guess, but those teams aren't just revolving around them. Now we could do, with one Krisk, for example, he's a good example. What's the best team we can build, or with these random champions? But let me know what you guys think. I love this series. I think this is so fun. Even though we only did a third of the Hellcat video, I just love the wheel and the randomness of it, and then kind of testing my clan boss chops. Like that took me about an hour and a half to build that team. Took a long time. So Thank you guys for all the support, watching the videos. I will see you guys on the next one.